Okay, here we go.
I'm a dancer, and I'm a traveler. And wherever I go, I experience the world one dance at a time. I'm Mickela Mallozzi, and this is Bare Feet. Bare Feet is supported in part by
Bloomberg Connects gives you a way to experience the arts from your mobile phone. You can explore hundreds of cultural organizations from around the world, anytime, anywhere. Learn more at bloombergconnects.org or wherever you find your apps.
Welcome to Bare Feet. For this season, I've decided to dig a little deeper into my own ancestral roots, tracing my heritage and dancing my way through my DNA map. I am so excited to share this personal journey with you. Welcome to Puglia, Italy, where I'm going to start my very own Bare Feet DNA journey right here. Andiamo. As it turns out, Puglia's history with Greek and Turkish influence are a true representation of my own DNA makeup. And Italy's hidden gem is home to one of the most ancient dances and music, la pizzica. My first stop is to the 2,000-year-old city of Lecce, the largest city in the tip of the heel of Italy's boot known as Salento. Named the Florence of the South because of its Baroque architecture, the iconic Lecce stone, or soft limestone from this region, visually sets this city apart from all others. Lecce's founding roots can be traced back to ancient Greece, where it is believed to have been inhabited first by Cretans. It is a beautiful cross-section of Italian and Greek culture. I'm here to meet with Mauro Durante, leader of the world-famous pizzica band Canzoniere Greco Salentino, and his wife, pizzica dancer, Silvia Perrone. Mauro and Silvia share with me their musical journey with la pizzica, the dance and music that I came here to learn. And la pizzica, what does the word pizzica mean?
Pizzica was this old name of a traditional music and dance, the bite of the taranta.
The bite of the spider, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The spider bite actually symbolizes something, right? It's not technically like you got bit by a spider.
You're totally right.
Yeah.
It was the symbol of a deep suffering. You were actually possessed by this sort of spider. The only way to be well again was by going through this ritual. There was a belief that this dance could heal the venom and the possession of this taranta spider. This ritual could heal you, but it wasn't, mechanically the action of the dance, the music. Actually, it was the community that wouldn't let anybody suffer alone.
Wow.
They would gather around who was suffering and their families. And
The spider, wait.
Oh, look.
Look at the spider, right?
Continents.
With what seems like a blessing from this spider, Silvia begins to teach me the basics of la pizzica dance. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Adesso io vengo al posto tuo e tu con un movimento semicircolare vieni al posto mio.
Abbiamo fatto. And that's it, we got it.
Da,
Da, da, da, da. Bello.
via, via.
Via.
Brava. Grande.
We always look at each other?
Guardiamoci. Sì.
Especially nowadays, where you feel, alienated, alone, this idea of the community that heals people, I think it's the key of the success of this dance today.
Your group, Canzoniere Greco Salentino, is the most famous, prominent pizzica group, music group in the world, because there's this resurgence of this music.
Yeah, the band was founded back in 1975. Now it's 42 years, 43.
Wow.
My father has been leading the band until 2007, and then he decided to pass on the leadership to me. And we started to propose our show all over the world because our aim was to make this kind of music, this kind of dance known all over the world in the world music scene. October 2018, we won the Songlines Music Awards 2018 as the best group in the world.
Auguri!
Grazie.
Wow, auguri!
My parents' generation researched these traditions.
Yeah.
It got our own pride, our own source of identity. Now we are basically showing this to the world as a sign of our uniqueness. So today, Puglia is the land of pizzica.
Puglia is rich in history and beauty, and my next stop is to the little town of Alberobello, a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its trulli houses. I meet with Domenico Romano, a master trullaro, a restorator of these ancient homes made entirely of dry stone.
Quando col passare degli anni ho visto che non c'era più nessuno che aggiustava i trulli, sono andato da un vecchio mastro trullaro e gli ho chiesto di insegnarmi questo lavoro.
Sì.
E lui mi ha fatto vedere come si lavoravano le pietre, come si costruivano i trulli, tutta la lavorazione della pietra.
Sì.
E ho cercato di rubare subito il lavoro.
Certo. The first trulli were built around the 1600s. Alberobello was then a feudal territory that was entrusted to the Count of Conversano. Already standing trulli were grandfathered into the king's tax laws of the land.
La leggenda dice che i trulli che venivano costruiti dopo lui li faceva abbattere per non pagare le tasse. Ecco perché era una tipica costruzione fatta a secco, in modo tale da poterla smontare quanto più velocemente possibile quando veniva l'esattore delle tasse.
È incredibile!
Sì, il nostro territorio ha favorito la costruzione di questi trulli perché è fatto a strati. Sono delle costruzioni che neanche i migliori ingegneri riescono a capire come fanno a mantenersi, perché il trullo è un equilibrio di spinte, perché si mantiene a secco e non avendo il cemento l'unica cosa che avevano erano le pietre che mantenevano altre pietre.
It now takes about 1 month to restore a trullo, but originally it would take about 2 to 3 days to build, with as many as 15 people working on the construction at one time.
In 100 years, who's going to do this? How are they teaching this?
Speriamo che c'è qualcuno che lo impari, perché altrimenti non ci sarà più nessuno.
No.
Perché è un lavoro pesante.
Sì.
Ti dico che per imparare questo mestiere ci vuole molta passione. Devi essere legato con il trullo. Alla fine, quando lo finisci di costruire o di restaurare, lo vedi, lo guardi e ti rendi conto che con un semplice martello hai costruito una casa. È una cosa spettacolare.
Wow. Grazie, grazie mille.
Next stop is to Puglia's capital, Bari. I meet with Paco and Maria Luisa, who will be my guides through this 4,000-year-old port city.
Bari has a particular connection with the sea because it has brought the richness, some also tradition. In the market square, for example, they used to meet traders from all over the world, let's say, most of all coming from the sea. In the past, the old town, it was completely surrounded by ancient city wall.
So it's a fortress, so it's big enough to host fishermen houses.
Today they're hosting local activity.
The Greek and Turkish influence is seen everywhere around the Old Town, from its architecture to its churches to the city's own patron saint, San Nicola, or Saint Nicholas. Built between the 11th and 12th centuries, the Basilica of San Nicola houses both the Catholic and Orthodox religions. Upon entering, you immediately experience the impressive architecture and artistry of the basilica.
We have the bones of Saint Nicholas here in this church. That's why he's our patron saint.
And it's the same Saint Nicholas that Santa Claus is based on, right?
Right.
The same exact saint.
It's not only the protector of children, also of seamen and of single ladies. Okay?
Below, in the crypt of the basilica, the Orthodox service is held. There you can also find the Column of Miracles, where women come to ask for San Nicola's help with finding a husband, amongst other things. Our Our last stop is to la Strada delle Orecchiette, or the Street of the Orecchiette Pasta. This little street is home to women who have been making handmade pasta for generations, including Nunzia, who you can find daily sitting outside of her mother's house. Nunzia is patient with me and tries to teach me the Barese technique of making orecchiette, the ear-shaped pasta.
Chi viene a Bari deve venire in questa stradina per conoscere queste pastaie.
Sì, c'è.
Tieni questo il mio, per farti vedere che
I'm gonna try and make it orecchiette. Va piano, per favore.
Piano. E i dintorni non fanno le orecchiette come le nostre. A noi sono col cuore, con amore, guarda.
This is what they do every day. They do it no matter how.
Wow.
Quicker. Veloce, veloce.
What?
They feel it.
Mamma mia, brava.
Anche quando dormo.
I say goodbye to my new friends and continue exploring Bari with our old friend Mauro of Canzoniere Grecanico Salentino. He brings me to meet Francesco Savino, a tamburello maker or hand drum maker here in Bari.
He's one of the best tamburello makers in Puglia, and our tamburellos are his. So it's a great honor for me to introduce Francesco to you.
Wow, grazie.
Francesco taught himself how to make the tamburello by studying the structure of older versions of the instrument.
Poi chiedendo un po' in giro, cercando di carpire qualche informazione un po' qua, un po' là, anche a chi li costruiva già da prima di me o a persone che comunque li suonano da tanti anni, chiedendo consigli anche e soprattutto a chi suona, tipo Mauro e altri amici che ho la fortuna di aver incontrato lungo il mio percorso.
Sì.
E poi niente, poi devi semplicemente sperimentare tanto. Abbiamo cercato di riprodurre questo suono dei tamburi antichi, quelli che si sentivano nelle registrazioni, quelle vecchie.
Sì, sì, sì.
Piano piano ci siamo arrivati, ma comunque è una sperimentazione che non finisce mai, perché per me questo non è un punto d'arrivo, questo è una fase. Cerco sempre di migliorare, di sperimentare, di scoprire cose nuove.
Tambourines, especially commercial ones that get very small cymbals, and they are made so that the reaction when you just hit the skin or the frame is immediate. So it's like immediate. So you can have this very up-tempo and jumping rhythm. And these old-style tamburellos with bigger cymbals gives you more time. So you need more time to hit the reaction of the cymbals when you hit the skin.
Oh, wow.
So it gives you a sort of more flame to the sound. It's very, very beautiful.
Yeah.
Mauro begins to play La Pizzica rhythm, which has in a way become the soundtrack to my trip so far. And he shows me the technique in playing the rhythm on the tamburello.
You see, it's like rusty.
Rusty, yeah.
And this one with a very wonderfully made skin. It's like goat skin.
Goat skin.
The process of using an animal to make music was basically you were sacrificing the animal, so we were making it sacred, as the word suggests.
Right.
So it's a sort of making it divine. And so in a way, when you are hitting the skin, you are hearing the voice of the god.
Wow.
The main beat, and that's... Of course. So you just need to put here, so it's in balance. It's like this.
But I'm hitting thump, dun, dun.
Yes. Push.
Push.
Yes,
So-
keep 1, 2, 3. Keep pushing easier and digging and using. Yeah, that's it. You're pretty good. Now same thing in the middle. Cool.
Hey.
Now let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. And now 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now only 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. And that's the goal. 1, 1, 1, 1. You're close.
Beautiful instrument.
Grazie.
Oh my gosh.
From Puglia's capital of Bari, we drive about 40 minutes north along the coast to the quaint fishing town of Molfetta. An early morning arrival gets us in just in time to see the fish coming off the boats.
It's 7 in the morning here in Molfetta, and we are catching the fishermen here who are bringing in their catch from last night. And then we're gonna go to the market, check out all the fishermen's catch, and hopefully eat some later this afternoon. Oh, these fish. Never even seen these before. What is that guy? We thank you for your sacrifice. We will eat all of you, especially you, big guy. Ugh, ugh, ugh. How long has this market been here?
100 anni.
100 anni.
Però sono la parte centrale e dei pescatori delle barche che fanno la pesca loro e vendono loro direttamente il pesce.
And a lot of these families, have they been fishermen for generations?
La maggior parte sono tutte generazioni, perché prima i papà, i nonni e poi in qualche modo loro oggi.
Posso? Mangio? Oh my gosh. Wow, nice and briny.
To learn more about this town's connection with the sea, I head to the Mariners Museum, founded by volunteers and inhabitants of Molfetta to honor the history of the fishing tradition that is still very much alive here.
Molfetta è una città costiera, una fonte importante per l'economia molfettese, quindi di ricchezza e di reddito, è sempre stato il mare. E la pesca è sempre esistita sin dai tempi del Medioevo. Wow. E nel nostro museo noi illustriamo parte di questa nostra storia, che è la nostra identità, è il nostro cuore, è la nostra anima, parte di questa storia della pesca, dell'attività commerciale sul mare e soprattutto dedichiamo questo museo a tutti coloro che hanno lavorato per il mare.
All of the tools, nets, maps, sailing instruments, trinkets, and pretty much everything you see and hear were donated by neighboring locals.
Noi abbiamo raccolto le testimonianze, tutta la documentazione scritta e orale, la vita a bordo dei pescherecci, le rotte dei pescherecci, i luoghi dove i pescherecci andavano a pescare nei tempi antichi, molto antichi. Recuperiamo un passato di quotidianità, capito? Di vita vera. Non un passato morto, ma un passato vivo. Della gente che ancora lavora e che ha vissuto in prima persona tutte le difficoltà di questo tipo di lavoro.
Next, we taste the fruits of this hard work. I head to Playa del Sol to meet with chef and restaurant owner Gianni Delia.
This is all the fish that was caught this morning, right out there, only 6 miles out. And Gianni over here prepared it for us. And we're gonna eat it totally raw. This is a very good friend of mine, Vincenzo. We used to dance together. Vincenzo brought us here, and we're gonna try this. Adesso proviamo.
Proviamo, sì.
Sì. Okay, I'm gonna take one of these little guys, because I know we have a big meal coming. Buon appetito.
Buon appetito.
Buon appetito. Let's try this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Not just, this is like magic.
Eating raw fish is a long-standing food tradition in Molfetta and in Puglia. I've eaten some amazing fish in my life, but I have never had fish like this. After a delicious meal, my friend Vincenzo invited us to one of the weekly Folk Association meetups, where we ended this amazing day in Molfetta with, of course, dance and music. La pizzica dance and music is in the blood of the people of Puglia and of here in Molfetta. Tonight was an association meeting of dancers and musicians who continue to keep these traditions alive. My last stop in Puglia takes me to the Masseria Sant'Angelo in Corigliano d'Otranto, a small town about 45 minutes south of Lecce. A masseria is a southern Italian farmhouse, mainly found in the Puglia region. I meet back up with Mauro from Canzoniere Grecanico Salentino, who introduces me to the owners of this masseria, Rocco and his family. Rocco's father, Giovanni, is an organetto player, and his wife, Angela, still dances. Together, they let me into their masseria to experience what life in the countryside of Puglia is really like.
Ho sentito che tu balli E tu suoni?
Suoni l'organetto tu, no?
Sì.
Sì.
A che anni avevi cominciato?
10 anni e mezzo era.
Curiamo i nostri ospiti e soprattutto la musica, le tradizioni, perché essendo figlio appunto di uno degli ultimi musicoterapeuti della zona, perché appunto papà si è trovato proprio alla fine, sul finire delle tarantate, di questo fenomeno tipico del Salento. C'era questo fenomeno delle tarantate che appunto si curava con la musica, musicoterapia, composta principalmente da organetto, tamburello, successivamente anche la chitarra, e c'era tutto un rito, una maniera particolare per intervenire su queste donne.
Because music wasn't something you went to listen, went to perform. It was real soundtrack for people's life.
Pittamo una frana famesica, io do padrona genimbica. I pitta blonambrona, 12 sene, io do padrona mesghineche.
You speak the language grecanico.
È una lingua dolcissima.
Sì.
È una lingua, secondo me, tra le più dolci. È una melodia incredibile.
Sì.
Non lo so, ad esempio, i teli di cardiana su miliso. Cioè, ha una dolcezza, una fluidità.
Sì, sì.
E questo la dice lunga sull'arte greca. Hanno costruito teatri per fare teatro, per fare cultura.
Mm-hmm.
I romani li hanno costruiti per ammazzare le belve.
Sì, è vero, è vero.
Io con mio marito, notte e giorno, sempre greco, non sappiamo altro parlare, sempre greco.
Sì. What an honor it is to dance with this beautiful family in such an ancient setting. The Avantaggiado family shows me the power of passing down this music tradition from generation to generation. And Mauro and his band, Canzoniere Grecanico Salentino, are the next generation for la pizzica here in Puglia and around the world.
Michela, è bella qua, my dance teacher.
Vai, dini nella mia, vai, dini nella mia, i dini nella mia mamma suonata.
This feels like a real family.
Yes, it is. Actually, even now we like to play with each other. That's because we get to spend so much time together on tour and rehearsing, and we feel like brothers and sisters in a way.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get to spend even more time with each other than with our actual families.
Right. Tonight is a special evening that Canzoniere Grecanico Salentino and Rocco and his family kindly hosted for us. An evening of food, family, community, and of course, music and dance. Giovanni recounted the stories of his youth, of his first organetto, or button accordion, and how music was such a big part of his life. And this music has been and will continue to be passed down for generations, embedded in the DNA of its ancestors and its descendants. As Mauro eloquently told us from the very beginning, La Pizzica is about community, about family, and about never letting someone you love and care for be alone. This evening is a cross-generational gathering, with these rhythms being passed down from grandfather to father to son to grandson. This is just the start of my personal Bare Feet DNA journey, traveling through the rhythms and movements that are somehow intertwined in the DNA makeup of my body. Somewhere, at some point, someone in my not-so-distant past may have danced La Pizzica on these lands. And seeing with my own eyes the power of traditions and family being passed down across generations brings this journey full circle. Grazie Puglia, grazie Rocco and family, and of course, grazie Canzoniere Grecanico Salentino for keeping these ancient traditions alive and sharing them with me.
And I'll see you on my next Bare Feet adventure, wherever it may take me. Bravi! Bravi!
You can stay connected with us at travelbarefeet.com, where you'll find extra bonus videos, join our Bare Feet series conversations through social media, and stay updated with our newsletter.
In the kitchen!
Sandanico le tutte, allegre pellegrin Sandanico, va partì, allegre marne Sandanico le veva. Yeah, Sandanico. Belli. Questa è una cosa,
bravo!
Nicola.